Dream of sailing the seas without spending a fortune? Today I'll show you how to buy a sailboat for up to $30,000. This phrase is not just a hook to catch your attention, but also an accessible reality in the world of sailing. Many people believe that buying a sailboat is a distant dream, reserved only for those with generous budgets. However, with careful research and technical knowledge, it's possible to find reliable and durable options within this price range. In this video, we'll explore the models currently available, practical tips to ensure a good purchase, and technical considerations that can help you make the best decision. The used sailboat market is full of opportunities for those who know where to look. While new sailboats can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, many older or semi-used models are available at much more affordable prices. The $30,000 range is particularly interesting because it allows you to acquire a functional, safe boat capable of providing incredible experiences at sea. Additionally, many of these sailboats are designed to be durable and easy to maintain, which means you won't need to spend a lot of money on repairs immediately after purchase. For example, classic models like the folk boat, known for their robustness and timeless design, are often found in this price range. They are ideal for both beginners and experienced sailors looking for a reliable vessel without compromising their budget. Other models, such as the Scampi, also stand out for their functionality and accessibility. Additionally, online sales platforms, such as Yacht World and Band of Boats, offer a wide variety of options that fit your pocket. This video's main goal is to guide you in buying a sailboat for up to $30,000. We'll cover the most popular models currently available, discuss best practices for evaluating a boat's condition before purchase, and provide technical insights on size, maintenance, and safety. We want to ensure that you leave this video with all the necessary tools to make an informed choice and avoid unpleasant surprises in the future. Have you ever thought about what types of sailboats are ideal for beginners or for those seeking economy? Perhaps you have doubts about how to find the right model or are worried about hidden costs. Don't worry, throughout this video, we'll answer these questions and much more. Our goal is to transform your dream of sailing into an accessible and practical reality. When it comes to buying a sailboat for up to $30,000, classic models are often the best options. They are known for their durability, timeless design, and ease of maintenance. One of the most notable examples is the folk boat, a sailboat that has been celebrated for its robustness and oceanic sailing capability. Originally designed in Denmark in the 1940s, the folk boat continues to be a popular choice among experienced sailors and beginners. Its fiberglass or wooden hull offers exceptional resistance, and its simple design makes maintenance easy, even for those who are just starting in the world of sailing. Another noteworthy model is the Scampi, a Brazilian sailboat that combines functionality and accessibility. Although not all Scampi models are listed on platforms like Yacht World, they are widely sought after in the national market for their reliability and affordable price. These boats are generally between 25 and 30 feet, making them ideal for coastal navigation and small oceanic trips. For those who prefer more robust and traditional models, British sailboats from the Moody's line are an excellent choice. Models such as the Moody 33 and 30 are known for their solid construction and reliable performance, often available below £30,000. Approximately $30,000 depending on the exchange rate. These boats are ideal for those seeking something larger and more comfortable, with enough space for long trips. Finding these models can be easier than you imagine, especially if you know where to look. Yacht World is a recognized global platform for listing a wide variety of used sailboats, including options below $30,000. However, it's important to remember that not all boats in this price range are listed there, so it's worth exploring other platforms. Band of Boats, for example, offers a diverse selection of European sailboats, many of them within budget. Additionally, forums such as cruisers and sailing forums are great places to find recent tips and opportunities to buy directly from owners. These models and platforms show that, with a bit of research, it's possible to find a reliable and functional sailboat for up to $30,000. In the next topic, we'll explore practical tips to ensure that your purchase is safe and economical. Before diving into buying a sailboat, it's crucial to have a clear view of your budget. While $30,000 is the limit we're considering, it's important to remember that this amount doesn't just include the price of the boat. Additional costs, such as government fees, insurance, and initial maintenance, can easily increase the total spent. Therefore, set aside about 10% to 15% of the total value for these extra costs. Additionally, consider whether you prefer to pay cash or finance the boat. Some financial institutions offer specific financing options for used sailboats, allowing you to divide the amount into monthly installments. However, keep in mind that interest can increase the final cost. One of the most important steps when buying a used sailboat is conducting a thorough technical inspection. Start with the hull, which is the most critical part of the boat. Check for signs of cracks, corrosion, or structural damage. Fiberglass hulls are generally more durable and easier to repair, while wooden hulls require more care and maintenance. Next, evaluate the condition of the engine. An engine with many hours of use can be a sign of future problems, so ask the seller for detailed information about its maintenance and performance. It's also recommended to bring an experienced marine mechanic to help with this assessment. Another crucial point is to check the sails and cables. Worn or torn sails will need to be replaced, which can cost hundreds of dollars. Similarly, rusted or worn cables can compromise the boat's safety during navigation. Finally, make sure the boat has all the necessary documentation, including registration, maintenance history, and any other legal documents. This will avoid future problems related to ownership or the boat's regularity. The location of the sailboat can also significantly impact the total purchase cost. If possible, opt to buy a boat close to where you plan to sail. This will reduce transportation and logistics costs, which can be high, especially if the boat is in another state or country. However, if you find an unmissable opportunity elsewhere, be prepared to deal with transportation challenges. For international boats, the import process may involve customs fees, additional documentation, and even adaptations to meet local regulations. Research these aspects carefully before making a decision. Additionally, consider visiting the boat in person whenever possible. Photos and online descriptions may not reveal all details, and seeing the sailboat in person allows you to make a more accurate assessment of its condition. If an in-person visit is not feasible, request detailed videos and high-resolution photos from the seller. These practical tips are essential to ensure that your purchase is safe, economical, and free of unpleasant surprises. In the next topic, we'll explore technical and logical considerations that further justify the title of our video. The size of the sailboat is one of the most important factors to consider when buying a boat for up to $30,000. Models up to 30 feet are generally more affordable, easy to maneuver, and ideal for beginners. Additionally, smaller boats usually have fewer complex systems, which reduces maintenance costs. For those planning to sail alone or with few passengers, a sailboat of 25 to 30 feet offers the perfect balance between space and practicality. However, it's important to remember that size directly influences cargo capacity and comfort during long trips. If you intend to make oceanic crossings or spend long periods on board, you may need to prioritize models with more spacious cabins and greater stability. Another technical aspect related to size is the relationship between the waterline length and speed. Longer boats tend to be faster and more stable, but they can also be more expensive and difficult to maneuver in restricted areas. Therefore, carefully evaluate your needs and abilities before deciding on the ideal size. The durability of a sailboat largely depends on the materials used in its construction. The hull, for example, is often made of fiberglass or wood. Fiberglass hulls are more popular because they are corrosion-resistant and require less maintenance. Wooden hulls, although they have a unique charm, require regular treatments to prevent rot and infiltrations. When choosing a used sailboat, prioritize those with fiberglass hulls to minimize future costs. Additionally, consider the availability of replacement parts and technical manuals for the model you're considering. Popular models such as the Folkboat and Moody's have a wide installed base, which means finding parts and technical support will be easier. This is crucial to ensure that you're not left stranded if you need urgent repairs. Safety should be a top priority when choosing a sailboat. One of the main factors to evaluate is the stability of the boat. Sailboats with heavy keels and well-balanced designs tend to be more stable, especially in adverse conditions. This is particularly important if you plan to sail on the high seas or face strong winds. Another critical aspect is ensuring that the boat is equipped with the necessary safety equipment. Items such as life jackets, life rafts, VHF radios, and first aid kits are essential for any trip. Check if the sailboat you're considering already has these items or calculate the cost of acquiring them separately. Finally, think about the ease of use of the sailboat. Boats with simplified systems, such as easy-to-adjust sails and reliable engines, are ideal for beginners. They allow you to gain experience gradually without being overwhelmed with complex controls. These technical considerations help further justify the title of our video, showing that it's possible to find a safe, functional, and economical sailboat within the $30,000 range. In the next topic, we'll explore success stories of people who have realized this dream, a valuable source of inspiration and learning. Take, for example, the case of John, a sailing enthusiast who acquired a folk boat for about $25,000. John shared in online forums that despite being an older model, the folk boat was extremely reliable and easy to maintain. He invested about $2,000 additional in basic repairs, such as replacing the sails and adjusting the engine, but was soon sailing peacefully along the coastal waters of Florida. For John, the folk boat not only met his expectations, but also exceeded them, providing a safe and economical experience. Another inspiring example is that of Maria, a Brazilian who bought a Scampi 26 for approximately 120,000 reais, equivalent to about $25,000 at the time. Maria reported that the boat was perfect for her short trips along the Brazilian coast. She highlighted that besides being affordable, the Scampi had an active community of owners who helped her with maintenance and navigation tips. This support network was fundamental for her to feel more confident when exploring new destinations. One of the most impressive accounts comes from Paul, a British sailor who bought a Moody's 33 for approximately $28,000. Paul decided to make an oceanic crossing between England and the Canary Islands. He documented his journey on a blog, where he detailed the challenges and rewards of sailing with an affordable sailboat. Despite some minor difficulties, such as the need to replace rusted cables during the trip, Paul stated that the Moody's 33 proved to be incredibly resistant and reliable. He concluded that, with proper planning and preventive maintenance, even older boats can offer memorable experiences. These stories show that buying a sailboat for up to $30,000 doesn't mean giving up quality or safety. Many owners highlight the importance of conducting a careful inspection before purchase, investing in initial maintenance, and connecting with sailing communities for support. Additionally, these accounts demonstrate that used boats can be adapted to meet individual needs, whether for coastal navigation or oceanic crossings. If you're hesitant about taking the first step, remember that many people have already realized this dream within the same budget. The secret is to research well, choose a reliable model, and be prepared for small adjustments. With dedication and planning, you too can transform your dream of sailing into reality. We've reached the end of this video, but before concluding, let's recall the most important points. Buying a sailboat for up to $30,000 is not only possible, but also an intelligent choice for those who want to enter the world of sailing without spending a fortune. We've seen classic models like the folk boat, known for its robustness and timeless design, and more modern options like the Moody's 33, which offer comfort and reliability. We've also explored practical tips on how to evaluate the general condition of a boat, avoid hidden costs, and ensure that your purchase is safe and economical. Technical considerations such as the ideal size of the sailboat, construction materials, and safety equipment have also been addressed. Models up to 30 feet are ideal for beginners and coastal navigation, while fiberglass hulls and simpler systems help reduce maintenance costs. Real stories from owners showed that with careful research and good planning, it's possible to acquire a functional sailboat and make incredible trips within this budget. These experiences reinforce that the passion for sailing can be experienced in an accessible way without giving up safety or quality. Now that you're armed with this information, it's time to put your plan into practice. If you're excited to start the search for the ideal sailboat, visit sites like Yacht World, Band of Boats, and forums like Cruisers and Sailing Forums. These platforms are excellent starting points for finding recent opportunities and talking with other sailors who can share valuable tips and experiences. If you've already started your research or found a model that caught your interest, tell us in the comments. Which sailboat would you like to buy? We're here to help if you have doubts or want more guidance. Just ask. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to receive more content about sailing, buying tips, and inspiring stories. Also, share with friends and family who share this dream of sailing. Together, we can motivate even more people to make this goal possible. Finally, remember, buying a sailboat is just the beginning of a new journey. Each boat has its own story, and now it's your turn to create yours. Imagine yourself sailing through tranquil waters, exploring exotic islands, or facing the challenges of the ocean. With dedication, knowledge, and the right tools, this dream can become reality. The sea is calling, and your sailboat is waiting for you. Don't let fear or doubt prevent you from following your dreams. With a budget of $30,000, it's possible to find a boat that not only floats but carries your adventures, your discoveries, and your memories. So what are you waiting for? Start your search today.